Back once again, we bring you to Gross Memorial Coliseum. Rocky Downing along with Larry Wallace. We have back at home our engineer Bernie Vancella, the Hanover Wildcats, getting set to go for a back-to-back state championship. The Lady Wildcats of Hanover just winning 48-28. This is a rematch of last year's state championship matchup. It would be Hanover winning 60-36 that ball game. So they ran away to finish 24-2. They headed South Gray, just their second loss of the season. South Gray comes in this year undefeated at 25-0. The Hanover Wildcats 22-1 for Coach Kim Losey in his 23rd year. 6 state titles they have won under Coach Losey. 480 wins coming into this tournament. 2 runner-up finishes over the years as well, and back again to defend last year's state title. We'll have more on the way. We'll break down some of the numbers these two teams bring in. We'll do that in just a moment.
Kramer Oil Company goes the extra mile to serve the fuel needs of the area farmers. They specialize in bulk delivery of diesel fuel and gasoline to Washington, Marshall, Riley, and Clay counties. Having fuel delivered to your farm site or field and to your mobile fuel tanks while you're busy working goes above and beyond the usual fuel delivery service. Visit their website, krameroil.com, that's Kramer oil.com, or give Kramer Oil Company a call toll-free at 800-498-2466.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Oral Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Before a room can be decorated, furnished, or moved into, it must have a substantial floor. When chosen with care, the best flooring options will set the stage for many years of good looks, durability, and comfort. Wardcraft Home Store has a range of options for every room in your home. Look over the Mohawk carpet style choices or pick something out in a luxury vinyl that offers the look of tile or wood. See the quality flooring selection in stock at Wardcraft Home Store on the north side of the square in Clay Center.
For over 65 years, Hanover Electric has served the area with all their electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. They appreciate the support they've received from the local area year after year and the friends they've made along the way. Hanover Electric is proud to welcome new clientele and look forward to many years of working together. They will continue to provide excellent service to the community. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently.
22-1 defending state champion Hanover Wildcats taking on the Rebels of South Gray, 25-0 coming in. They will make it into this state championship matchup against Hanover. The Wildcats, of course, battled into overtime in last night's contest that went late into the evening, and what a classic that became right away. It was some kind of ball game. 2 TVL rivals. Centralia gave everything and more that they had. Today, I think they just had run out of gas. They lost earlier today to St. John 81-49 as Hanover was able to survive and advance. The finish last night, one for the ages. Dakin Stahlbomber, a steal with about 9 seconds left, brings it down the floor, releases a three-pointer with just under 5 seconds, buries it to tie the basketball game. I mean, they'd written off Hanover at that point in the contest, and Dakin Stahlbomber comes down, makes the play of the game. And you can say that about several plays throughout the contest. They nearly won it in over in regulation as Centralia tried to throw a home run ball down the court. Nobody touched it, so it was a chance to inbound from underneath the basket. Thomas Atkins had a pretty good look at it, but it rolled off, and so they went to overtime and eventually would survive and advance with a 74-73 overtime winner. Their first-round matchup was against Rawlins County, and Hanover winning that one 65-44. The second half, they really dominated the basketball game. For South Gray, the number 1 seed came in 23-0. Now, 2 wins later in the state championship game for the second straight year, they will take on Hanover for the second straight season. Hanover winning last year, of course, in that ball game. It is South Gray winning 77-42 over Rural Vista and then beating St. John in a 43-37 game yesterday early evening. South Gray, Hanover state championship matchup. We'll break down more numbers as we get closer to tip-off here in the 1A Division I state championship. Stay with us. More on the way after these.
High fives, school spirit, team pride, and good sportsmanship. This is what everyone likes to see at sporting events. R.L. Juneman Construction is proud of the Hanover Wildcats and the positive way they represent their families, school, and the community. Whether you have kids participating or not, take this fun opportunity to cheer on the Wildcats at their sporting events throughout the year and watch them have their best game. Go get them, Wildcats, from your fans at R.L. Juneman Construction.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedsman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation. Get expert advice to conquer next season's challenges without breaking stride. Contact Midwest Seed Farms, your Channel seed dealer, at 785-325-2125.
If you're inspired to throw the best party for a friend, an anniversary, dinner for your employees, or any other special occasion that calls for delicious food, Ricky's Cafe in Hanover has you covered. They offer catering services in the entire KCLY listing area with competitive prices. Give them a call and see what's on the menu for your big event. Catering is a solution for feeding large groups of people, and Ricky's Cafe knows how to make mouths water. Ricky's Cafe in Hanover, catering to all your celebrations.
Bruna Implement, your local Case IH dealer, offers specialized repair services and maintenance on your machinery. See them for the best farm implements for the right job at the right price. Bruna Implement extends their support to the area student athletes in tournament action. They have enjoyed watching the teams play, improve, and grow as a team and as individuals. Congratulations to all the area high school teams for making it to the postseason playoffs. Bruna Implement is extremely proud of your success.
Back once again, Gross Memorial Coliseum, Port A State University. Rocky Downing along with Wonk Wallace. Our studio engineer, Bernie Fancel, as we mentioned, South Gray getting here with wins in the opening two rounds. They opened up with the victory on Wednesday evening, in the afternoon, I should say, over White City, easily 77-42, then held off St. John in a 43-37 game last night. Hanover moving through with the win against Rollins County, and, of course, the classic against Centralia, as I mentioned, in overtime by 74-73 late last evening. For South Gray, 25-0, their 14th trip to the state championship. Now that's between both 1A Division I and 2 and 2A. They've gone up and down that scale a bit as far as enrollment. They were the champions in 97, 07, 08. They were a runner-up in 93, 96, 2010, and last year against Hanover. Coach Mark Applegate in his 27th season. This team has scored over 100 twice this year, Larry. They average almost 74 points per game. They allow around 33 points per game with the competition they take on through the year. Now, that's not been the case necessarily here in the state championships. It'll be interesting to see what Hanover can do to those numbers today. Just give me that stat again. 74 points a game. They allow on average 33 points a game. That's ridiculous. So it's an average 40-point victory on average. Wow. Yeah. So we'll see what it's like going up against this Hanover Wildcats team. They do have great size. 6-foot junior Clifton Miller averages 17.5 a game. 6'6" senior Gilbert Peters, 16 points and 11 rebounds a game. They also bring in a 6'5" senior in Brett Klein, 6'2" senior in Morello Neufeld. So they've got some size that Hanover will deal with. But the Wildcats obviously battle-tested. 22-1 of the season, coming off the overtime win last night. Does it take any gas out of the tank going overtime with the win? I know Centralia, we felt like, had nothing left after last night's loss to the Hanover Wildcats, and the Wildcats make it happen again today. I say yes, they've had a little more time to rebound, and they still got momentum on their side. They've had about 4 more hours, but what really the difference is between Centralia and Hanover is mentally. Absolutely, yeah. Because they can physically do it, but Centralia had to work mentally to do it too. But Hanover is not going to have to. They're exhilarated. They're on a roll, and so physically it'll be easier for them than it was Centralia. You know, one thing to think about that is I'm sure Coach Tim Losey understands because they've been through it now a second straight year, but you've also got a team vested in the Lady Wildcats hoping they can get the victory. You can't get too caught up in the game cheering and emotionally.
Yeah, you get a little nerves going there.
Exactly. Early on in the day, as I watched them win, it does help that they won. I think it helps build momentum into the second game, and that they won going away. You could kind of, the tension released out of the air, I guess, is that the Hanover Lady Wildcat game ended up being a 20-point victory. Hanover, South Gray, we're nearing the starting lineups, about 4 minutes away. Let's take another timeout here on KCLY.
Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. And at Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put them to work for you. Visit goldenharvestseed.com or contact your local Golden Harvest Seed Advisor to get started. In Hanover, your local seed advisor is Travis Enoch at Little Blue Ag.
Planting season will be here before you know it, and now is the time to update your old planter with a new or used planter from Landmark Implement, your certified John Deere dealer. We offer one of the area's largest selections of used planters from 6 to 24 rows, both mounted and pull type. Your friends at Landmark know more than ever the importance of timely and precision seed placement. Visit with us today at one of our locations across Nebraska and northern Kansas, or view our complete planter inventory at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Instead of turning for home, here's a better idea. Go to Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover. They're open from 4 to midnight Monday through Saturday, and they feature a variety of menu items such as sandwiches of all kinds, pizzas with your favorite toppings, and on Thursday nights, it's Mexican food night. If you're especially brave, you can try the specialty known as the Turn 4 Pizza from Hell. It might be a little spicy, but one thing's for sure, you'll have a good time at Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
State Championship 1A Division I, nearing the starting lineups as we see Hanover come in 22-1, South Gray 25-0. Hanover, we mentioned the scoring getting here with their wins over Rollins County and then Centralia in overtime. Here's how they've done it on the floor in those games. Carter Bruna has led the way, 17 points in game 1, 20 points last night. Pete Peters solid as always, 12 points and 10 last night. And then Thomas Atkins, who had the 7 points in the first game, went off for 18 last night. Of course, 2 thunderous dunks in that second half for Thomas Atkins, and 6 three-pointer as well there late. And he had 18 points last night. He averages 12.1. Peters 11.2. Bruna 10.3. The one guy that hasn't gotten it going offensively, although he's a difference maker, rebounding and just causing problems for the big guys on the other end, Carlos Emanuel averages over 11 a game. The 6'5" senior has been held to 6 and 2 in the first 2 ball games. With the size, it appears that the South Gray Rebels will want to use down in the paint. Emmanuel may be a bigger factor tonight than he has been up to this point.
Definitely could be, and he played okay yesterday.
Absolutely.
You know, they had to play Centralia, and he's a man, and Emmanuel's really not the only one that could slow him down. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a classic game tonight. We had a couple of guys hurt last night. Thomas, excited watching him. He seems to be moving just fine. Right. Carter got hurt right at the end of the game. A head knocker. So we're glad he doesn't have a concussion or something. So they looked at the end of the game. They looked to be 100% or darn near 100% when they start this game.
Thomas Atkins, I'm sure most have seen the video of the foul that took place. It was a dangerous landing. We wondered if he could come back and play it all last night or today, and he was able to come back and finish last night's game. For those who want to know, Nathan Rimpey for Centralia did not start. They held him out until about midway through the second quarter. He did play sparingly in the ball game earlier today. Hanover and South Gray about set to go. The starting lineup's on the way. There's going to be a special presentation coming up as well for a good friend of ours, an official, George Everts, out of Wamego. A lot of people know him in the area. I know he's going to be given a special recognition here in just a moment. I'm going to take a break now. We'll come back again. Starting lineups are just around the corner.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia reminds you that brutal winter days will soon be here. You're almost out of time to have your roof replaced before the cold weather season arrives. Roof work must be completed with daytime temperatures of at least 45 degrees in order to avoid long-term problems with adhesiveness. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hasselmack, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 38 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
The Twin Valley Color Race is back. Join them Saturday, April 7th for the 5th Annual Color Race in Clay Center. Walk or run in this exciting 5K where you'll be covered in colorful powder at each kilometer. All proceeds benefit CARE, the local animal shelter in Clay Center. In the spirit of care, your dog can participate too. Join the fun. Sign up today at ccareinc.org/color or find them on Facebook by searching 2018 CARE Color Race.
People who really appreciate great food know where to find it. That's why you'll see them gathered around the deli department at Ray's Apple Market. Delicious, hot, and fresh meals to go are perfect to enjoy at the Rock House Cafe for lunch, dinner, or anytime when hunger strikes.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Fun socks are not just for kids anymore. Meet Dr. Motion. He'll give you, your feet, and your legs a whole new perspective. Dr. Motion compression socks will brighten your day, so why not get a different, colorful pair for every day of the week? They're so lively, you'll want to show them off. Come into Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and find a brand new shipment of Dr. Motion compression socks, designed with mild and moderate compression. You'll have happy feet and legs with Dr. Motion from Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
Back once again at Gross Memorial Coliseum. It is the Hanover Wildcats, the boys now taking the court as we get set for the starting lineups. Just recognized was George Everett, a good friend of ours out of Wamego. One of the great ones over the years, the National Referee of the Year. Has worked with over 600. He has started in officiating in the state of Kansas 35 times now. This year marks the officiating in a state championship tournament. Impressive stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, not only that, he's just a super nice guy. I never knew him before yesterday. He's come up and said hi about 3 times since then, and, you know, he's a great guy, so well-deserved honor.
Absolutely. I'm going to take another time out. They are just about ready to announce the non-starters, the administration, and non-player personnel, and then the starting lineup, and then we'll tip this thing off. Hanover Wildcat basketball, the state championships coming up.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to come up with site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We offer customized solutions to help your crops thrive.
It's easier than ever to do business with Central Valley Ag. You can use DocuSign, the electronic signature service, to approve and return grain contracts without driving to the co-op. Their new text message system reminds you of CVA events and updates you on key CVA news. They're even increasing convenience at the pumps, from 24-hour pumps that accept major credit cards to digital gas receipts emailed directly to you. Find more information at CVACoop.com. With CVA, the key word is convenience. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Intensive sampling, Veris soil mapping, and variable rate application of fertilizers can improve the efficiency of nutrient management. CS Precision Ag can assess nutrient availability of different areas within a field and recommend recommend the right product to improve your bottom line. New customers for the fall are currently being accepted at CS Precision Ag. They serve producers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact Clayton Bott or visit them online at csprecisionag.com.
Hanover Wildcat basketball here on KCLY for 23-year head coach Kim Losey. It is the 6 state titles they've claimed coming off the defending state championship from last year, and now they will try to go back-to-back. They've had 2 runners-up over their careers as well. If a TVL team makes the finals, by the way, we were talking about this going into the tournament, it's worth mentioning because we've had 3 TVL teams already make a finals appearance this year. 2A Valley Heights, a runner-up, Hanover Lady Wildcats state champions, and now the Hanover Wildcat boys. That's the 19th out of 22 years that a Twin Valley League team has been in a championship Saturday matchup over the last 20 years. Isn't that crazy?
We talked about yesterday how tough a league it is. You know, how many times you get 2 teams out of the same league in a state tournament? And you had Hanover and Centralia both here at this side. And they had on the girls' side. They had a heck of a battle last night. Both Hanover Centralia boys overtime, and then Hanover Frankfurt girls. Hanover had to come from 11 down in the 4th to win it. So that may have been the state championship game as far as the girls go. Frankfurt, they'd have been on the other side of the bracket. Likely, we would have had them playing today. Starting lineups are being announced. Here's how it looks for South Gray. Gilbert Peters averages 16 points, 11 boards a game. He's a 6'6" senior. Austin Jantz, 6 foot and a junior. 6'1" senior Craig Grable. Brock Davis, a 6'1" senior. And Clifton Miller, a 6 foot junior who averages 17.4 points a game. For the Hanover Wildcats, it will be Brennan Zabatrisky, who starts the 6 foot senior. He's had 6 points in each of the ball games. He wears number 4. Thomas Atkins, 7 and 18 in the 2 games thus far. Averages over 12 a game. A 6'3" junior. He wears number 21. Pete Peters, 11.2 a game on the season. 12 and 10 his numbers in the first 2 games. A 6'3" junior. He wears number 24. And Carlos Emanuel, 11.4 a game. He's at 6 and 2. A 6'5" senior. He wears number 44. Carter Bruna, 17 and 20 is what he has put together in the 2 games. He averages over 10 a game. A 6'3" junior. Again, wears number 24. So it's Zabatrisky, Atkins, Peters, Bruna, Emanuel for the Hanover Wildcats. One last time out, and when we come back, we'll get you set for the tip-off here in the 1A Division I Boys State Championship.
We're looking for professional drivers to join our team at TSI Kansas. We offer great pay, incentive programs, paid health and dental insurance, 401k retirement, along with vacation and holiday pay. If you have a Class A CDL and a minimum of 2 years over the road, then call Heather at 785-632-5183.
We return to Gross Memorial Coliseum. The tip-off just about here as the Hanover Wildcats matched up against South Gray, undefeated Rebels, 25-0, Hanover 22-1. Hanover will begin their visiting road blues again tonight. Pete Peters will jump the center circle. Carlos Emanuel, Carter Bruna, Brendan Zabatrisky, Thomas Atkins on the floor. We are set for the 2018 1A Division I Boys State Championship. The tip-off controlled by South Gray. It will be Austin Jantz with it out deep. Zabatrisky on him. Right wing it comes now to their leading scorer, Clifton Miller. Into the post they go quickly, and an early bucket in by Gilbert Peters. 16 a game, the 6'6" senior, 11 boards for contest, and that was a pretty easy start for South Gray. They got an entry in deep in the paint and the bucket up off the glass. Here's Peters on the wing right. Out top it comes to Bruna. Carter backs it out between the circle. Screen set by Emanuel. To the corner, Zabatrisky back out deep. Carter Bruna. To the corner again, Zabatrisky. 3-ball, strong. Rebound. Miller comes off with it for South Gray. Rebels on the move. Up 2-0 early. Just underway here in the state championship matchup. Hanover Lady Wildcats won 48-28 earlier over St. Paul. Out deep with it is Brock Davis, and around left to Miller. Out top, the big guy who had the bucket inside early, and a soft touch out deep by 6'6" Gilbert Peters that it rims off. Down quickly comes Carter Bruna. He'll pull up mid-lane. Jumper's good. Bruna has his first bucket. He scored 17 the opening night. He had 20 in overtime last night. His first bucket here ties it at 2 apiece. Right corner, Austin Jantz. Jantz holds outside. Now dribbles toward the lane. Cut off by Emmanuel. Out left to Grable. Grable puts the dribble down. Works it out between the rings. Abatrisky out on his. Right side wing it goes now to Miller. Out top and around left they go to Grable again. We're at 6:26 to go, first quarter. Here's the big guy driving, blocked by Emmanuel. It's a jump ball. Carlos Emmanuel. We thought he could be a difference maker defensively. He was right there.
That was a nice block. I don't even think he left the floor.
Didn't. Got his hand on it, just held him there. And so the basketball back to Hanover on the alternate possession. Atkins has it out deep around to Zabatrisky. 6:10 to go, opening quarter, tied at 2. Bruna. Triple threat position, brings it back out top and deep. Bounce pass off to Atkins on the wing right. Holds, now looks left, puts it to the ground, brings it out top between the legs. Now lobs it right to Pete Peters. He wants to give it back outside and it goes deep left. Bruna looks for a long three. Just strong. The rebound on the weak side off and back the other direction. Here's the give on the transition move and a lay-in good. Gilbert Peters. Now, Peters is 6'6", a senior, and he's got a lot of body that he takes up and down the floor, but he moves pretty well.
Yeah, he does.
Ran the floor nicely.
Pretty nice feet, and there's no, I mean, you say he's got a lot of body, but he's pretty solid.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely. Rebound, or free throw misses, rebound battle for. Pete Peters comes up with it off to Bruna. 4-2, Hanover down by a bucket, 5:35 to work here in this first period. Thomas Atkins out top. Left it goes deep to Bruna. Corner to Zabatrisky. Back out deep to Bruna. Picks it right, now moves it to Atkins. He wants the three ball, just rimming off. Rebound, Emmanuel battles for it, keeps it alive, and it goes off of South Gray. So the Wildcats will keep possession. Down by a bucket, 4-2, 5:21 remains. We're in the first period. Bruna to inbound it, lobs it out deep for Peters. Pete Peters has it, now left and deep to Zabatrisky, the corner to Carter Bruna. Bruna lobs it into the post. Peters, mid-lane, good ball fake, and he gets it up in the air, and a foul call, so it goes. Peters advances to the three-point play, and he got the big guy, Gilbert Peters, up in the air, and the foul is called, a chance at and one for Peters.
He got it deep in the paint there, and I knew he was about ready to take it up, and I thought, whoa, wonder how this is going to go.
And it went well. Now the board inside off of this free throw to South Gray. We're tied at 4 apiece, 5:07 left here in the opening period. Left baseline, ball fake by Miller. Their leading scorer goes inside the lane. Peters has been really active for South Gray, missing in low. Ball battled for loose, still loose. Now tied up. Jump ball arrow goes to South Gray. So again, Gilbert Peters of South Gray has been their go-to offense thus far. He has all 4 points and has tried 2 other shots that haven't gone. Here's a lob out deep. Peters for South Gray. Out top, Miller for 3, and he knocks it down. Clifton Miller, 17.4 a game, a 6-foot junior. Knocks in a long 3. It's 7-4. Hanover trails by a triple. Atkins with it. Lobs to the high post for Pete Peters. Now skips it right wing. Bruna. He'll dribble drive. Pulls a guarded jumper. It's blocked. And the rebound off to Miller. South Gray has it back. Hanover trailing 7-4 in the first quarter. Now dribbling a carry against the drive that time of Austin James. So it'll be Hanover back with the possession. It will be Carter Bruna into Thomas Atkins. Now back to Bruna, brings it up.
That last three-pointer from South Gray was NBA ranked.
It was way downtown from Clifton Miller. Yes, it was. He averages 17.5 points a game. In the corner left, Zabatrisky to answer it, and it just rims off. Rebound, Pete Peters inside, comes up with it, and Hanover gets it back, but now the deflected pass is picked up by Austin Jantz of South Gray, and they'll bring it back the other direction. They go to the post again to Gilbert Peters. Lobs it lower in the paint, throws it away. Trying to lob it down further into the paint, off to Brock Davis, and it's thrown away. Back to Hanover.
No turnovers in the first 4 minutes, but in the last 20 seconds, 3 in a row.
Yeah, no kidding.
2 by South Gray, 1 by Hanover.
Hanover has it back down by that 3-point margin. Now another turnover. It's taken away on a wing pass. Now lob down court. Chance, lay in good. And it's a 5-point lead for the South Gray Rebels on Hanover. Got trouble getting it inbounds. They do so to Zavatrisky. Pressuring down court, Brock Davis for South Gray. Right wing deep, Atkins to Bruna. High post now to Peters. Pete Peters pulls the guarded jumper, rimming off. Rebound to Gilbert Peters of South Gray. Hanover down 9-4. In the front court with it is Jans. Right side wing and deep. Miller hit the long three a moment ago. Doesn't trigger here. Gilbert Peters will, the 6'6" senior strong. Rebound, tip out, and Peters runs it down for South Gray. Now he'll dribble drive to the paint. Bucket goes. They call a foul on the floor before the shot. 9-4 ball game, 3:04 remaining first quarter. Hanover trails by 5. Now Kevin Diedrich in for the first time for the Wildcats. Zavatrisky will come to the sideline for a break. Lob into Gilbert Peters. Right side wing it goes to Tyler Askew. Miller had a look at three, doesn't take it. Now out top, it is Jans to the post for Gilbert Peters. He pulls it up off glass. No, rebound ripped down by Carlos Emanuel. Carter Bruna on the move. Atkins drives the lane, bumps to the ground, and he gets it to fall. He doesn't get a whistle, but Thomas Atkins, a circus shot in the lane, and it's a 2-point or 3-point ball game, 9-6. First point tonight for Atkins. Acrobatic shot, to say the least. Miller, kick out. Peters, ball fake. South Gray Rebel, big man, puts it up off the glass, and good. He has 6 early. 11-6, Hanover trails by 5. 2:20 remains, first quarter. Bruno with it against the 2-3, South Gray Rebel zone. Kevin Diedrich, right and deep to Bruno. Corner right is Atkins. Puts the dribble down, now holds outside the arc. Emanuel trying to post. They lob it to him, but it's taken away. Atkins felt he was hacked across the arm as he was releasing the pass, but South Gray takes it back with 1:55 to go, opening quarter, and Hanover trailing 11-6. Here's Miller, his second free try, hit his post, and from the same spot hits his second. And Coach Ken Losey calls it time out and says, we have got to get a hand out there. Hanover trails by 8. 1:48 remains first quarter when we come back.
Do you consistently have problems with your home Wi-Fi connection? Let Blue Valley Telecommunications help with our Managed Wi-Fi program. With Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi, technicians will provide you with a robust router, identify the best location for your router, and help configure all your devices to have the best experience possible. If your router malfunctions, we'll even replace it for free. Plus, we offer 24/7 technical support to manage and update your router, all for a small monthly charge. To learn more about Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi program, visit our website at bluevalley.net or call us today.
It's that time of year when things get green and you get excited about your yard and garden. Wallace Tree Value has lawn equipment rentals like tillers, power rakes, overseeders, and more to help make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. We have a full line of bug control, granules, fertilizers, weed killers, and crabgrass preventers to keep your yard full of grass and empty of dandelion and grubs. Got a sprinkler system? We've got repair parts for those. Stop in at Wallace Tree Value at 423 Lincoln Avenue, open 7 days a week for you.
14-6 ball game. Hanover back with the basketball, nearly turning it back over. Pete Peters in trouble on the sideline, is going to get a timeout call. Hanover really shaky with the basketball right now. The passing lane's filled very quickly by the South Gray Rebels. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one here as well. 14-6. Hanover trails in this first period. 1:32 remains.
Crop Production Service is constantly looking for ways to help your bottom line grow. And with the Loveland products available, you'll get the results you want. From seed treatment and plant nutrition to fertilizer and crop protection, Crop Production Service offers top-of-the-line solutions to grow your crops, your bottom line, and your operation. Connect with your local CPS expert and experience the innovative products from Loveland. Crop Production Service, here to help you grow.
1:30 left, 14-6 ball game. Hanover with the basketball out of the timeout. Pete Peters had to go to the Florida State possession and call the timeout so they could take it to the sideline. Here's a kick to the corner. Carter Bruna, good look for the 3 ball. Splashes it home. Bruna knocks down the 3. He's got his second field goal. 5 points in the game, and the lead is down to 5. Hanover trailing 14-9. Lob to the paint. Gilbert Peters back in the corner. Dribble drive by Askew. Back outside it comes to Jans. And now to Miller. Back to Jance, left deep. Man-to-man by the Hanover Wildcats. Trailing 14-9, 55 to work in this first period. Here's Gilbert Peters. Ball taken away for a moment by Diedrich, then taken back away, kept alive. Pete Peters takes off toward the lane and slams it home. Pete Peters stumps one down, and the Hanover Wildcats are back within 3, 14-11. Peters' second field goal of the game cuts the lead to 3, 14-11. And Hanover really stepping up the pressure right now. Here is Miller in trouble. Off to Jantz. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Miller open, looking for three again. That is his third three-pointer of the first quarter. And I'll tell you this, he caught the basketball, and Coach Kim Losey just turned around in disgust because they lost him for a third time. And we've got a chance to set. It is going down. 17-6, Hanover trails by that margin. 5 seconds left. Here's Bruna in the corner with three. Now with two, Stahlbomber at the buzzer, and he goes in! The hero last night to tie it at the end of regulation. Bacon Stahlbomber drills the three. Hanover will trail 17-14 after the opening quarter. We're back after this.
Injuries can occur at inconvenient times, but Ortho On Call is there for you. The after-hours injury clinic at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center is open Monday through Friday till 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday till 4 p.m. They can treat broken bones, strains and sprains, as well as small cuts or wounds with no appointment necessary. Ortho On Call provides an alternative to emergency rooms and urgent care, and they accept most insurances. Located at 1600 Charles Place in Manhattan, the greatest comebacks begin here.
B&W Electric in Hanover is your local electrical specialist, and they're ready to meet your residential or commercial needs. They can handle rewiring jobs, installations, new construction, and more. Rest assured, the work will get done right the first time by professionals who know the job. B&W Electric is ready to handle any project that requires a backhoe. Keep them in mind for all your electrical needs and backhoe service. B&W Electric, proud fans and huge supporters of the Hanover Wildcats.
Hanover, the big three-pointer from Dakin Stahlbomber, cuts the lead to three. They'll start the second quarter with the basketball. Here's Diedrich. He wants the three left side, and he ties it. Kevin Diedrich bombs one on the left side, and the Hanover Wildcats have come from 9 points down to now tied at 17-17. Across the midcourt stripe comes Jantz. Right corner down to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper blocked inside. I think Emmanuel got it. Gilbert Peters rises up inside and flushes one down. He has 8, and it's Hanover trailing 19-17. The two big three-pointers, Stahlbomber and Diedrich, have tied it a moment ago. Now Atkins the drive. Emmanuel trying to battle to keep it alive, and he's going to be called for a foul. It got loose. He and Gilbert Peters both fighting for it, and they got Emmanuel for coming across the arm. 19-17. Emmanuel will come out, Pete Peters back in. Hanover down by a bucket. Clifton Miller has hit 3 threes in the first quarter as we're just getting underway in the second period right now. Right side wing and deep it goes now to Askew. Now to Gilbert Peters, well beyond the arc. Left side on the wing is Jantz. He is guarded by Diedrich. Picks up his dribble. Down the corner left it goes to Brock Davis. And out to the corner, a three-pointer up and in by Jantz. His first three of the game. And Hanover down by 5, 22-17. Thomas Atkins will bring it up himself. Left side wing, Carter Bruna. Now he lobs it high post to Stahlbomber. Back to Bruna. Top of the key, Atkins free ball. And this one just strong. Rebound Gilbert Peters and a reach-in foul by Pete Peters of Hanover. And South Gray will have the basketball. That's going to be the 4th team foul now against the Wildcats. One whistle in the game has been called against South Gray. That is the second on Pete Peters. Hanover trying to pressure a little bit up the court. Clifton Miller brings it across with the dribble against Bruna. Toward the lane. Kicks it off to Gilbert Peters. Going strong. Bucket good and a chance at a three-point play. The big man now has 10 first-half points and a chance at hoop and harm as South Gray stretched the lead back out to 7 points with 6:17 to go second quarter. So a game of runs here early. South Gray got it going quick. Got up 9. Hanover answered the call, tied it up. And now at the other end, it's South Gray back up by 8 as Gilbert Peters converts the three-point play. He has 11 points in the game. Carter Bruna left wing and deep. 6:10 to go first half. Atkins, right wing, Diedrich. High post, Stahlbomber. Ball fake, kick out to Diedrich. Out of the free throw line. Atkins to the lane, takes it up, it's blocked, and Gilbert Peters comes down with it. 25-17, still just one whistle against South Gray. Now Miller way outside, misses finally on a three. Stahlbomber got a hand out there. Down court it comes, Stahlbomber takes it up, he's fouled, and headed to the free throw stripe to shoot two. Stahlbomber at the stripe with a chance to shoot a pair with the Hanover Wildcats down by 8. 25-17 ball game. First free throw is in. 6'1" junior, had 11 points last night. Of course, none bigger than the three hit near the end of regulation with 3 seconds remaining to tie it after he had stolen the basketball on top of it. Stahlbomber. Perfect from the stripe. He has 5. And now in for the first time, Cade Cohurst. And Stahlbomber gets a breather. Hanover down 6, 25-19. South Gray's possession. Full court pressure now, man-to-man by Hanover. Austin Jantz will bring it up the floor for the Rebels. Bring it on in. Right wing it comes to Kane. Or correction, to Askew. Now it's Gilbert Peters again. He has 13 first-half points. That one's from about 16 feet away. Here's Atkins left wing. Hanover down 8. Atkins drives the lane. Takes it strong, and a foul is going to be called. And it'll be Atkins with the strike to shoot 2. 27-19 ball game. Foul is called against Gilbert Peters. That's the second on the big guy. So only 3 fouls called against South Gray, but 2 have been on their 6'6" senior post who has 13 points. And they will bring him out now, as in will come Morello Neufeld, 6'2" senior. Second free throw from Atkins. He buries both. Thomas Atkins now with 4 points. Hanover back within 6, 27-21. 4 out of 5 from the line for Hanover. Good stuff. Needing them in this ball game right now. Out top it comes to Neufeld. He will hand it off deeper to Jantz. 5:07 to work, first half. Hanover down 6. Jantz rises up, airballed, and rebounds to Zapatrisky. Now to Carter Bruna. Hanover trying to push it up the floor. Bruna lobs it right sideline to Cohurst. He will dribble penetrate, and a travel called against the Hanover Wildcats right on the sideline. Carlos Emmanuel back in. Hanover trailing 27-21. 4:54 left to go here in the first half of play. Hanover Lady Wildcats earlier winning by 20 for their second straight title. Hanover boys trying to match it. Left and deep it goes to Askew, and he's going to be called for a travel. He's done that a couple of times, kind of catches, takes a hop before he dribbles it. Nonchalant, like it's no big deal. And fortunately, they got it that time. The referee caught it this time. At first, I thought maybe it was just an awkward move, and I was wrong, but I really think that is just a little bunny hop. A little bunny hop before he dribbles. Here's Carter Brunner for Hanover, down by 6 to Atkins. Thomas will attack the lane, hangs in the air, fouled. He's headed back to the strike. Thomas Atkins, the dribble penetration, and he's at the line to shoot 2. 27-21 ball game. Hanover down by 6, but again back at the strike. First free throw up from Atkins is good. He has 5 points now. Averages 12-plus a game on the season. Had the 18-point performance last night. Second free throw, strong. Rebound off to Neufeld. He will dribble out of trouble, and then Neufeld gets it up the floor to Brock Davis. And now to Clifton Miller, who has 3 threes in the game. He brings it across. Guarded by Bruna. 4:20 left, second quarter. Jantz with it out deep. Jantz holds, looks left. Now works it that way to the dribble. And Zavatrisky on him, and a 5 count going as well. Still has the dribble down. And he gets rid of it deep right side, and now a timeout taken by the South Gray sideline. 4:06 to work, first half. Hanover trailing 27-22.
Call Sapp Brothers of Hanover for bulk delivery of gasoline, diesel fuel, propane, and oil. Wherever you live in north central Kansas, Sapp Brothers wants to be your reliable source of energy. Whether it's propane to heat your home or diesel fuel to power your farm equipment, they'll even deliver fuel to the field in your busiest season. From year to year and throughout every season, Sapp Brothers will keep you moving.
Call them for a competitive fuel quote at 337-2446.
4:06 to work, 27-22 ball game. Hanover down by 5 points. It is South Gray's possession out of their own timeout called on the sideline. Out deep with it is Austin Jantz against Zabatrisky. Left and deep to Miller. Bruna out on him quickly, not allowing him breathing space to try to trigger another three-pointer. Now at the free throw line, Askew pulls the trigger. No. Rebound inside. Swatted out of there, but a foul called. I think Thomas Atkins got the clean block up top, but somebody reached in underneath, and it was Neeville at the stripe to shoot two. Called it on Carter. So it's Carter Bruna's first foul, and that was down below in a reach-in before the shot went up. 2 free throws coming for Neefeld, a 6'2 senior. First charity up and good. And the lead is back to 6 now for South Gray over the Hanover Wildcats, 28-22. Second free throw for South Gray on its way, and this one rolls in. 2 points, first of the game for Morello Neefeld. And it's 29-22, Hanover down by 7. 3:45 to work here in the first half of play. Atkins, ball takes the three, takes it to the lane. Good, give across pace. Carlos Emanuel with the bucket. Credit the assist to Thomas Atkins. 29-24, Hanover down 5. Left and deep, Miller. Dribble drive to the baseline, hangs in the air, gets a bump, and it'll be the second foul against Bruna. And 2 free throws coming for the South Gray Rebels' leading scorer, 6-foot junior Clifton Miller. He has 9 points in the game, averages over 17 the contest on the year. 2 free throws, first one up and good. 10 points now for Miller, 13 for Gilbert Peters of South Gray, although Gilbert Peters on the sideline with 2 fouls. Miller's second free throw is also in. He has 11. Hanover trails by 7 with 3.5 to go, second quarter.
5 out of 6 for South Gray and 5 out of 7 for Hanover.
Atkins, right wing. Out top is Cohurst. Ball fakes it once left, once right. Now goes to Bruno left side. He'll dribble attack. Ball fake. Dumps it down low, looking for Atkins. Ball loose and taken away by South Gray. Miller into the front court. To the free throw line. Strives and the fingertip roll. Rims out on him. The rebound away to Zabatrisky. To Cohurst, who will bring it up the right sideline. Hanover down by 7. 3 minutes left to work. First half of play. Here's Atkins. Jump pass, left wing. Bruna fakes 3. Drives the paint. Stops. Kicks to the corner for Zabatrisky. He will look to the corner for Bruna. Bruna puts the dribble down. Lobs it back out deep. Zabatrisky. Long 3 on the way. Rimming off. Rebound away to South Gray's Askew. And he will give it away now to Jantz. Near steal by Cohurst. But Jantz tracks it down after it's deflected away. 31-24, Hanover trailing. South Gray with the basketball. 2.5 to go in the first half of action. Here's a drive inside, Brock Davis, and he is fouled. And this will be a 1-and-1 chance for the South Gray Rebels. Davis, a 6'1 senior. No, they're going to call it on the shot. So it's 2 fouls, or 2 shots coming.
Somebody let him off the hook because he was running into a brick wall. 3 Hanover.
Okay, exactly. And Davis gets the first free throw to roll in. And the lead's back to 8 now for South Gray. Hanover brings Gavin Frawley in the game for the first time. Cohurst out. Davis for South Gray. Second free throw is good. 33-24. Hanover trails by 9. 33-24. There was an inadvertent buzzer, and they just play on. And scorer's table saying no, and it's unintentional. Left wing deep, Zabatrisky towards the left elbow. Gets up in the air, hands it off to Carter Bruna. Crawley posting on that side. Now to Zabatrisky. Around right, Atkins. Trying to look at Emanuel. It's not there. 2 minutes left here in the second. 33-24. Hanover down by 9. Trying to figure out this South Gray zone defense. Atkins lobs it to the paint. Here's Emanuel up off the glass. Good soft touch by the big man. He's got 4. 33-26. Hanover down 7. The bucket by the 6'5 senior Carlos Emanuel cuts it down to that 7-point margin. He has 2 buckets now in the game. Davis out top, open for 3, doesn't want it. Not a chance. He hit a 3 earlier. He holds against Zabatrisky. Right wing, Neefeld for 3. Rims out. Rebound, tip to the corner. Miller saves it back in, but it goes to Zabatrisky, and he will hand it off to Carter Bruna. 1:21 left, down by 7. Hanover back with the basketball. There's Bruna, and a reach and foul on Chance. Just their 5th team foul, so no bonus situation at this point. 33-26, Hanover down by 7. 1:17 left, second quarter. It will be inbounded by Hanover from their own baseline. Carter Bruna holds, lobs toward the paint. Crawley back in the corner to Bruna. 1:15 remaining. Atkins toward the free throw stripe, backs it out, still has his dribble. Now picks it up and lobs it out deep left for Bruna. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. Toward the paint, now hangs in the mid-lane. It's blocked by Jan. Back the other direction will come South Gray. They lead by 7. Now Askew to the baseline left, lobbed across to Miller. Ball fake and drive. Ball fake again, now takes it up in a crowd and makes a tough shot against Gavin Crawley. Good defense, just a better shot. And the lead is 9 for South Gray. Hanover down 35-26 during halftime. 40 seconds remaining. Bruna wide open for the three ball. Just strong. Weak side rebound away to South Gray. And the Rebels will walk it up the floor. 30 seconds left in the half. Hanover down by 9. Left it goes to Askew. Out top, Davis. Turns and looks inside. Back out deep for Jans. We're at 19 to work here in the second quarter. Now Miller with it. He has 13 in the first half. To the post, defense. Takes it in, leans in the lane. He traveled with the basketball. Hanover gets it back. Carlos Emanuel turned around and said, me again? And the official was signaling traveling, and he nodded very graciously. 8 seconds left. Atkins brings it across. Down by 9. Bruna with 4, with 3, with 2. Ball fake. He draws the foul. He'll get to the line with 1.1 seconds remaining. Jans upset, but he got up in the air. Bruna, great head and shoulder fake. Got him up off the ground, then just stepped in and took the contact. That's the second foul on Jan. Carter Bruna has 2 free throws. First charity up is Strong. Bruna with 5 points in the game. This is on the first charity. 35-26, 1.1 seconds left. Hanover down 9. Second free throw from Bruna. This one is good. He has 6 points. Inbounds, and South Gray will just hang on to it as the buzzer sounds. Wildcats down 35-27. Headed to halftime here in Hayes.
Century, we've specialized in serving the financial needs of the entire ag community. Stop by and let's talk. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic is ready to protect your family's health care needs. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, they are committed to delivering high-quality care, addressing the health needs ranging from prevention, checkups, and care of illnesses and injury to maternity and other health conditions. They take pride in those they serve. Join Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic in cheering on the student athletes of the community in their academic and sporting events. They're proud of the Hanover Wildcats.
One thing's for sure, Marysville Livestock is proud to serve the area farmers and ranchers and always welcome you to their weekly sales. They're held every Thursday at 11 a.m. Well, there's lots of cattle to choose from in one location. Different sizes, weights, breeds, genders, horns, age, and a lot more. Give Marysville Livestock a call when you have cattle ready for sale or to go to market. To consign your cattle, call 562-1015. The number again, 562-1015. Marysville Livestock hopes to see you round the barn on sale day.
Andy's Hardware and Lumber continues to meet the needs of their customers with quality building products, tools, hardware, and customer service. They carry a wide selection of products to give you more choices and more solutions. Whatever you're building or remodeling, you need a reliable source of lumber, windows, doors, and hardware at good competitive prices. When you deal with Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, you'll always be treated right. They extend good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats.
Halftime break, 35-27 ball game. Hanover down by 8, and they run into a hot shooting South Gray Rebels team. They got it going early with the inside presence of Gilbert Peters, and then 3 3-pointers from Clifton Miller, and those two guys have really been the difference.
Yeah, they're shooting 8 out of 12 from inside the three-point line. That's 75%. They're shooting 4 out of 8 outside the arc. That's 50% for a total of 12 out of 20. So probably approximately 60% from the field. But Hanover's hanging in there. They shot 6 out of 7 inside the arc, 3 out of 9, which isn't too bad, right? And 6 out of 9 from the free throw line, and South Gray 7 out of 8 from the free throw line. And it was a good first half, but you're right. Hanover's playing, I wouldn't say they're playing great, but I'd say they're playing well, and still have an 8-point deficit. This is a tough team. They have an inside presence, and they have outside presence. And those are tough teams to stop because you can't take away them both. And size to go along with those presence that they have both inside and out. We are at the half, 35-27. Hanover down by 8 as we come back.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Jones Trash Service provides residential and commercial waste pickup in Washington County. Their service is affordable, dependable, and professional. Jones Trash Service also offers roll-off containers to support your special projects. Whether it's renovation, cleanup, roof replacement, or yard clearing, they'll deliver the containers to you when you need it and remove it when your job is complete. Contact them for quotes for home or business trash service if you're not already on their route. Jones Trash Service of Washington.
Kramer Oil Company goes the extra mile to serve the fuel needs of the area farmers. They specialize in bulk delivery of diesel fuel and gasoline to Washington, Marshall, Riley, and Clay counties. Having fuel delivered to your farm site or field and to your mobile fuel tanks while you're busy working goes above and beyond the usual fuel delivery service. Visit their website, krameroil.com, that's Kramer oil.com, or give Kramer Oil Company a call toll-free at 800-498-2466.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Oral Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
35-27 ball game here at the half. It is the Hanover Wildcats down by that 8-point margin. They trailed 17-14 after one quarter. Now down 35-27 to the South Gray Rebels, who have done it inside and out. Gilbert Peters, most of his work inside, although he's not afraid to step out and shoot even a three-pointer that he just rimmed out.
I'm pretty sure he has another shot he does twice.
I would agree. He averages 16 points a game. He has 13 in the first half. Clifton Miller hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. Now, Carter Bruna had a little talking to with Coach Kim Losey. They didn't lose him again for a three-point try.
That's true, but, the first 2 he hit were NBA ranked.
Right.
But, yeah, you got to keep an eye on that guy.
He has 13 as well. Austin Jantz with 5 hits. The other 3 for the South Gray Rebels. 2 points each from Morello Niefeld and Brock Davis. For the Hanover Wildcats, Carter Bruna 6 points leads the way. Thomas Atkins has 5. Dakin Stahlbaumer has 5. A 3-ball knocked in by Kevin Diedrich. 4 points from Carlos Emanuel and Pete Peters in this first half of play. 35-27, Hanover trailing by 8 at the break. Stay with us. Back with more in a moment.
Before a room can be decorated, furnished, or moved into, it must have a substantial floor. When chosen with care, the best flooring options will set the stage for many years of good looks, durability, and comfort. Wardcraft Home Store has a range of options for every room in your home. Look over the Mohawk carpet style choices or pick something out in a luxury vinyl that offers the look of tile or wood. See the quality flooring selection in stock at Wardcraft Home Store on the north side of the square in Clay Center.
For over 65 years, Hanover Electric has served the area with all their electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. They appreciate the support they've received from the local area year after year and the friends they've made along the way. Hanover Electric is proud to welcome new clientele and look forward to many years of working together. They will continue to provide excellent service to the community. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently.
High fives, school spirit, team pride, and good sportsmanship. This is what everyone likes to see at sporting events. RL Juneman Construction is proud of the Hanover Wildcats and the positive way they represent their families, school, and the community. Whether you have kids participating or not, take this fun opportunity to cheer on the Wildcats in their sporting events throughout the year and watch them have their best game. Go get them, Wildcats! From your fans at RL Juneman Construction.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedsman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation. Get expert advice to conquer next season's challenges without breaking stride. Contact Midwest Seed Farms, your Channel seed dealer at 785-325-2125.
35-27, here's your numbers from the halftime break. You heard Wonk kind of break some things down. 9 of 20 from the field for Hanover, 12 of 21 for South Gray. The Rebels also 4 of 8 from beyond the three-point line. Of course, 3 of 4 by Clifton Miller. For the Hanover Wildcats, they were 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. At the free throw stripe, both teams shooting it pretty well. 6 of 9 for Hanover, 7 of 8 for South Gray. The rebounding battle belongs to South Gray. 35-27, they out-rebound the Hanover Wildcats in this first half. 6 turnovers apiece in the ball game as well. Hanover trails by 8 here at the break. Individually, 13 points each for Gilbert Peters, 6 of 10 from the field, and Clifton Miller, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. As mentioned, Hanover Wildcats led by Carter Burness, 6, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 beyond the arc. The other 2 3-pointers knocked in from Dakin Stahlbaumer and Kevin Dietrich, both 1 of 1 from the three-point line. Hanover trails 35-27 here at your halftime break. Stay with us. Hanover Wildcats State Championship halftime continues in a moment.
If you're inspired to throw the best party for a friend, an anniversary, dinner for your employees, or any other special occasion that calls for delicious food, Ricky's Cafe in Hanover has you covered. They offer catering services in the entire KCLY listing area with competitive prices. Give them a call and see what's on the menu for your big event. Catering is a solution for feeding large groups of people, and Ricky's Cafe knows how to make mouths water. Ricky's Cafe in Hanover, catering to all your celebrations.
Bruna Implement, your local Case IH dealer, offers specialized repair services and maintenance on your machinery. See them for the best farm implements for the right job at the right price. Bruna Implement extends their support to the area student athletes in tournament action. They have enjoyed watching the teams play, improve, and grow as a team and as individuals. Congratulations to all the area high school teams for making it to the postseason playoffs. Bruna Implement is extremely proud of your success.
Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. And at Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put them to work for you. Visit goldenharvestseed.com or contact your local Golden Harvest Seed Advisor to get started. In Hanover, your local seed advisor is Travis Enoch at Little Blue Ag.
If you're looking for a new or used tractor to enhance your operation, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Right now, on all used tractors, take advantage of special financing only offered for a limited time. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory, or visit one of our Landmark locations across Nebraska and northern Kansas today and experience the Landmark difference.
35-27 halftime score. Hanover Wildcats trailing here against South Gray. The KCLY Community Scoreboard today in the state championships. Earlier, the Marysville Bulldog girls lost to Hugoton 64-43 to take fourth place in 4A Division II. The Axel Lady Eagles lost to Fenningham 46-42 to take fourth place in 1A Division II. earlier Centralia of interest since that was the matchup last night. Hanover survived, winning by 1. They were beat up by St. John today, 81-49. And also South Central, who the Hanover Lady Wildcats beat last night to get to the finals. They won easily, and of course the Hanover Lady Wildcats pulled away down 2 at halftime. The Lady Wildcats of Hanover back-to-back state championships after winning 48-28. Here, Hanover Wildcats got some work to do, down by 8 at halftime.
They do. But the Lady Wildcats were down at halftime, and they had a third quarter of the century.
They did.
So maybe the guys can duplicate that.
I think that is the game plan coming out of the locker room break. 35-27, Hanover trails by 8. Your second half coming up next.
Instead of turning for home, here's a better idea. Go to Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover. They're open from 4 to midnight Monday through Saturday, and they feature a variety of menu items such as sandwiches of all kinds, pizzas with your favorite toppings, and on Thursday nights, it's Mexican food night. If you're especially brave, you can try the specialty known as the Turn 4 Pizza from Hell. It might be a little spicy, but one thing's for sure, you'll have a good time at Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? Geisler Roofing offers several insulation solutions, including spray foam, rolled, and blown-in insulation. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hasselbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Jump into new technology this spring. A deluge of cool technology has sprung up in recent years to make life easier, including voice-controlled speakers, smart home systems, refrigerators, smart thermostats, and streaming devices. You'll need the fastest, most reliable internet connection to fully enjoy all the new technology. Twin Valley Pulse Internet is what you need to stay on track and be able to use multiple devices and services all at the same time. Speeds up to a gig. Spring into action and call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311.
35-27 here at the half. Second half will start with Brendan Zapatrisky, Thomas Atkins, Pete Peters, Carlos Emanuel, and Carter Bruna on the floor. Southbury will open up with the basketball. Nearly threw it away. It's run down by Clifton Miller. Miller, left wing deep for Jans. Back outside Miller. Well beyond the arc. Bruna out on him. Right side it goes now. Looking inside to Peters. Instead up top, Davis. Free throw line jumper on its way is strong. Gets his own rebound. Steps through the lane. Can't get it down. Bruna with the board. Downcourt pass. They beat it over the top. Zapatrisky laying is good. Brandon Zapatrisky's first points of the game, and Hanover gets the first bucket of the second half. They trail now by a 35-29 margin down 6. Miller left wing to the post. Peters. Gilbert Peters takes it up. No. Rebound battles for. Emmanuel pulls it down. So Hanover, a stop twice, a bucket once, and now a trip to the other end to try to cut it inside of 6 points. Bruna makes the three, steps in, hangs in the air, can't get it down, but does draw the foul from behind against Craig Grable, and it will be Carter Bruna at the stripe for 2. Bruna 6 points in the first half, and a very balanced attack for Hanover. They had 5 apiece from Dakin Stahlbomber and Thomas Atkins, 4 each, Pete Peters and Carlos Emanuel, 3 from Kevin Diedrich, and then the two-pointer just knocked in by Brendan Zapatrisky. 35-30, Bruna makes the first free throw, cuts the lead now down to 5. Second free throw is also in. 8 points now for Carter Bruna. And it's a 4-point ball game. Hanover scored the first 4 points of the first minute of the second half. Lob right corner it goes. Grable looking in low to Davis. Now crosses over toward the paint. Pulls a 10-footer. It's strong. Rebound weak side. Zapatrisky way up in the air for the board. Here comes Hanover down 4 with the basketball. A 4-0 run to start. Pete Peters toward the lane. Kick out. Atkins for 3. Strong. Weak side forward. Battled for. Pulled away by Davis of South Gray. With it is Jantz in the front court to the free throw line. Floater up, strong. Rebound, tipped around and low. Gilbert Peters for South Gray pulls it away. Hanover crowd wanting it over the back ball against the big guy for the Rebels. Here's a little baby hook up and in by Gilbert Peters, the 6'6" senior now with 15 points. Thomas Atkins down court quickly. Left wing, backs it out. Now looks in low, instead goes deep between the rings out top to Carter Bruna. Bruna will hold there. Hands it away to Pete Peters. 37-31, Hanover down by 6. Atkins, dribble drive. And it's clearly taken away. It is by Davis. So Hanover with the turnover, and South Gray back with the basketball, leading by 6. 5:48 left to go, third quarter. Jantz goes left and deep. Neefeld into the post, or Frable to the post is Gilbert Peters. Out top, here is a three from Clifton Miller, and he misses this one. Had an open look. Couldn't get it down. He gets 3 in the first half. Kickoff inside. Gilbert Peters ran right through Pete Peters, but no foul is called. Hanover wanting a charge. Instead, it's a give off to Clifton Miller, and he knocks it down, and it's an 8-point lead again for the South Gray Rebels. Great drive by Zabatrisky, but can't finish once he gets to the 10. South Gray with it. Hanover down by 8. 5:10 left, third period. Jantz works it left, guarded by Zabatrisky. Now to the baseline. Kick out, Miller. Drives the lane. Hangs in the air, trying to draw a foul. Couldn't get it. Gilbert Peters back up inside now. One more chance. And he's fouled. They count the bucket. And a chance at a 3-point play for Gilbert Peters. And he has 17 in this game. His second chance at a 3-point play. The foul is called on whom? We have it flashed to it's on. It is on Pete Peters, his third. 41-31. Now Hanover trailing by 10. And Gilbert Peters knocks in the free throw. He has 18. Carter Bruna up the floor for the Wildcats. Hanover down 11. Atkins left wing and deep. To the baseline left to Pete Peters. Peters puts the dribble down, lobs it out top. Atkins. Atkins around right to Bruna. Now high post. Peters pulls the jumper. 15-footer. No. Rebound weak side. Atkins had a hand to it. Couldn't bring it in. And it goes back to South Gray. 42-31. Hanover down by 11. South Gray back with the basketball. Askew brings it up the court, guarded by Atkins. Spoke away from behind, and a reach-in foul is called. A little Matador defense. They let the ball handler get to his tip, and he reached around and poked it away, and a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Kim Losey. Hanover trails, 4:28 to work. It's 42-31. Hanover down 11 when we come back.
Follow the wonderful aroma of delicious Hickory Pit smoked meats to the deli at Ray's Apple Market. They offer a mouth-watering selection such as seasoned ribs, flavor-packed pork, and smoked chicken. Pick up your favorite and serve it for dinner for the whole family to enjoy.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Back again at Gross Memorial Coliseum. Hanover kind of up against it right now, down 11. South Gray with the basketball. Jantz down court. Ball fake, goes strong and finishes. It's now a 13-point lead for the South Gray Rebels over the Hanover Wildcats. Back to the way it comes. Carter Bruna. Baseline left to Peters. Back to Bruna out deep. Carter across right. Zabatrisky. Zabatrisky back to Bruno left. Now he'll dribble attack behind the back. Kick to the corner. Peters with the dribble brings it out deep. Now right and deep, Zabatrisky. Under 4 to work in the third. Hanover trailing 44-31. Bruna from way downtown, and it just rims out. Peters, though, the rebound for Hanover. Tips pass. Atkins runs it down, and a foul on Askew. It will be Hanover's basketball out of bounds. Boy, Bruna shot that from the municipal golf course here next to Gross Memorial Coliseum, and it all was down.
It almost was. He was so wide open, he could have took a triple or two and got it 4 or 5 feet closer to the basket.
It just rimmed in and then popped back out. Here's Atkins, corner right, tipped away by Askew, and then they stay off of Zabatrisky. So it hit. It was tipped by South Gray. Zabatrisky there in the corner put a hand out. It just caught his fingers and it goes back the other direction. Jantz brings it across. Hanover down by 13 here. 3.5 to work. Gilbert Peters in the lane. Kick out right side. Askew, the dribble drive. Hangs in the air. Can't get it down. Gets his own rebound. Then lobs it out deep. Stolen by Zabatrisky. 3:21 remains here in the third. Zabatrisky brings it across. He'll bring it back out deep. Pete Peters. Ball fakes. Dribble drives. Lost his feet and loses the basketball. Here's Clifton Miller, the outlet pass up the court. He'll stop at the free throw line. Blocked from behind by Peters. Miller gets his own rebound, though. Takes it back up and is fouled. 3:05 left third quarter. It will be at the stripe for Clifton Miller, who has 13 points in the game. He's 2 for 2 at the free throw stripe. Steps up here. Free throw on its way and good. He has 14 now. And Hanover has fallen behind by 14 points. Taking Stahlbomber back in for the Wildcats. Second free throw for Miller. He is 4 for 4 at the line. And South Gray has opened up a 15-point lead on the Wildcats with 3:04 remaining in this third period. Right sideline it comes to Zabatrisky. High post, Stahlbomber. Ball fakes it now to Atkins. He'll attack the lane. Gives it off to Emmanuel, and he gets the lay-in down. He's got 6. Good feed from Atkins. Emmanuel with 6. Hanover down by 13. Across it comes Clifton Miller. Bruna out on him. 5 count is on. Gets to the right sideline to Jantz. Now out top, Gilbert Peters, a 6'6 senior. Crosses over, trying to dribble drive, out of control. Ball to the ground, but gets rid of it to Davis. Now it's Miller with it. Out deep, Jantz. 2:23 left third quarter. Hanover down by 13. Davis to Askew. Out top, Gilbert Peters fakes left, moves right, slides in the lane, can't get it down. Rebound tipped around. Davis has it, and he is able to cash it in. The rebounding war being owned by South Gray this ball game. They out-rebounded Hanover in the first half, 35-27. Almost identical to the score. Here's Zabatrisky for 3, just strong. 48-33, a minute 50 left to go, third period. Miller attacks the lane, is swatted, but a foul called, and Miller back to the free throw line. The 6-foot junior has 15 points now. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe. Thomas Atkins called for the foul, and it will put Miller to the stripe to shoot 2. The foul on Atkins, his third. He and Pete Peters both have 3 fouls against. First free throw is in. It's a 16-point South Gray lead over the Hanover Wildcats. Second free throw for Clifton Miller. This one's good as well. 6 of 6 at the line. He now has 17 in the game. Hanover trails by that number, 17, 50-33. Diedrich to Atkins. Atkins with the dribble out between the circles at the point. Down to a minute 35 left third period. Hanover down by 17 points. Dakin Stahlbomber takes it to the lane. Little double bump shot up off the glass and good. The dribble attack from Dakin Stahlbomber, who has 7 now. Up the floor it comes to Clifton Miller. To the corner left, Gilbert Peters. To the post. Askew and walk with the basketball. Hanover gets it back, down by 15. 1 minute 17 left to go, third quarter. Cade Cohurst in. And out will come Emmanuel for a break. Cohurst, Stahlbomber, Atkins, Bruna, and Diedrich on the floor. Carter Bruna to Kevin Diedrich. Works it right to Bruna. Lobs it right corner, Cohurst. Cohurst skips it left. Diedrich will look for the 3 ball on its way and short. Rebound comes off into the hands of Davis of South Gray. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Here's Clifton Miller to the lane, and he's fouled. Hanover down by 15, and this will be on the floor or on the shot. No, they say on the shot. Miller at the stripe for 2, where he is 6 of 6 in the game.
12 out of 13 for the team. Wow.
Free throw here, up and in. They stay hot from the stripe. 6-foot junior Clifton Miller now with 18 points. We're still in the third quarter. 55 seconds, all that's left of that third. Second free throw, good as well. 8 of 8 from the line, 20 points. Or 19 points, I should say. 52-37, Hanover down by 17. Here's a dribble drive by Atkins. Pulls up, no. Rebound comes off to Davis. one and done on the offensive end. Outlet comes up the court to Clifton Miller. To the front court, 40 seconds to work. Now jump passes outside. Nearly taken away. Davis runs it down for South Gray, though. Back outside deep to Jantz. Here's a drive to the left side. Jantz now backs it out beyond the arc. Ball taken away for a moment by Bruna. Now loose. It's Miller with it to the paint. Knocked away by Cohurst into the stands. 24 seconds left. Near steal by Bruna and Cohurst. But it ends up with South Gray on the baseline out of bounds. It'll be brought in out top to Gilbert Peters. Left to Jantz. And a blocking foul against Diedrich of Hanover. 52-35. And Diedrich's going to come out. He's got a bloody nose, I think. So he'll come to the sideline. In will come Pete Peters, who has 3 fouls, remember. So to play a little bit careful on the defensive end here. 20 seconds to work. South Gray with a 17-point lead over your Hanover Wildcats. 15 seconds left. Jantz with the dribble out top. Left baseline. Askew and a traveling violation. He caught and stepped back without a dribble. And he is confused, but we said in the first half, it's very odd how nonchalantly he does it. Kind of awesome out there. Well, we got away with it. 12 seconds left. Carter Bruna up the floor to Atkins. 9 seconds to go. Hanover down by 17. Here's Stahlbomber with 5. With 4, Atkins fakes 3, drives the lane, takes it up, fouled, and a chance at a three-point play. Thomas Atkins with his first bucket of the second half. He will cut the lead to 15 and maybe further if he can knock in this free throw. Great dribble attack that time by Atkins. 2.1 seconds remaining. Free throw up and good. The three-point play, the old-fashioned way for Atkins. And now the bomb from way down court comes up well shy. We're headed to the final quarter. Hanover's going to trail by 14 as we go to the final 8 minutes here in Hayes.
If this season of life you find yourself with some mobility issues, then it's time to talk with the experienced staff at Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center. They have a wide variety of durable medical equipment and supplies to make your day-to-day activities easier and safer. If you're diabetic, Patterson's has special shoes to help with circulation. Plus, they have walkers, crutches, wheelchairs, canes, bath rails, and portable oxygen supplies. Patterson's Health Mart is there to help you through each season of life.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to come up with site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We offer customized solutions to help your crop thrive.
Back again at Gross Memorial Coliseum in Hayes. 1A Division I state championship matchup. The Hanover Wildcats go to the final 8 minutes, trailing 52-38, but a huge three-point play by Thomas Atkins to end the third to cut it to 14, and they get the basketball to begin this quarter. Atkins to the post. Pete Peters to Atkins. Give and go. Drops it in, and the lead is dropped to 12. And just like that, Hanover a part of this game. Down court it comes. Right side wing, deep, Miller. Outside, given to Gilbert Peters. Now to Jantz on the left wing. Just underway here in the fourth. Hanover trails by a dozen. Gilbert Peters to the lane. Takes it up, misses. Battle the loose ball. On the ground. Bruno picks it up. Hanover's got it back. And they will take it toward the lane, but it's taken back now by Brock Davis. So Hanover got the steal, but turns it right back over. Down court quickly, Jantz all the way to the lane, takes it up strong. Rebound, Gilbert Peters fouled, and it will be on the floor, but it is a 1-and-1 chance for the 6'6 senior. He has 17 points in the game, 15 points in the game right now. 2 of 2 at the line. No, he does have 17. 19 from Clifton Miller. 1-and-1 chance. Free throw is rattling home. Even their big guy hits free throws. He's got a soft touch, to be honest, from the field and from the stripe. Makes the lead 13. Hanover down 53-40, just starting this fourth. Second free throw up, and it's good.
That's 16 out of 17. Wow. From the line.
Crazy numbers. Of course, 8 of those, 8 of 8 from Clifton Millen. High post, Jacob Stahlbomber takes it to the paint, and it's swatted out of there by the big guy, Peters. Now Carter Bruno will be fouled. It's the 4th team foul, though, so still no bonus for Hanover here in the 4th period. And the basketball goes to the baseline. Bruno will inbound it. Looking, 5 count on to Stahlbomber. Back in the corner, Bruno takes 3 to the paint. Outside of the free throw line is Peters. Peters nearly had it swiped. Now he picks it up, chins it up, and hands it off to Cade Cohern. 6:45 left in the game. Hanover down by 14. Three-pointers. Stahlbomber knocks in another huge three-pointer, his second of the game. And the lead is now 11, 54-43. Hankins Stahlbomber, the senior, bombs one again. Correction, junior, 6'1", Hankins Stahlbomber. His second 3 of the game. Of course, the big 3 last night he hit. And there's an offensive foul on Clifton Miller. He's shoved off on Carter Bruna. He and Bruna sharing some words right now. Miller reacting and barking at Bruna. And George Everett, the official who was named the National Referee of the Year, goes over just to calm the situation. A wise move by a veteran official. Outside it comes to Stahlbomber. 6:16 to work. They could cut it to single digits, but it's taken away by Miller. He takes it in, lobs it down low to Jantz. He muscles it up, and it's strong. Rebound, though. Askew drops it in. The lead back to 13. First point of the game for Tyler Askew. Here's Carter Bruna. Atkins thought about a long 3. Now takes it toward the paint. Spins in the lane, and it's blocked by Gilbert Peters. Atkins thought maybe goaltending. Not called. Here's a drive by Askew. Tip up by Gilbert Peters. Rebound pulled down by Pete Peters, and then a reach-in on Askew. 56-43. Hanover down by 13 points here. Big forward inside by Pete Peters. The 16th foul. Both teams in the bonus from here on out.
Hanover can get this inside of down to single digits. You know, let's remember, these guys are 25-0.
Right.
And you said they were winning by 40 points a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Put some pressure on them, and they could see a game here.
Miller called for a blocking foul as Bruna started to attack the paint. And this is a bonus situation, as mentioned. Both teams now in the 1-1. Carter Bruna is 3 of 4 at the stripe and has 8 points in the game thus far.
Hanover's 9 of 12. They're shooting pretty good.
Very solid. First free throw, good. Bruna, the front end of the 1-1, now has 9 points in the game, and it's a 12-point contest. Wildcats had 1 possession to cut it to single digits and couldn't get it done. Now the free throw miss, rebound off to Gilbert Peters of South Gray. Hanover down by 12. Still 5.5 to go. Long way in this game, down by a dozen. Miller almost had it swiped by Bruna. But quick hands. Left side it goes now to Aaron Skidmore. Back out deep. Davis. Now give it away to Jantz. Austin Jantz with the dribble. Cohurst guarding. And now we've got a timeout taken by the South Gray sideline. 5:15 left, fourth quarter. Hanover trails by a dozen when we bring you back to Hayes.
It's easier than ever to do business with Central Valley Ag. You can use DocuSign, the electronic signature service, to approve and return grain contracts without driving to the co-op. Their new text message system reminds you of CVA events and updates you on key CVA news. They're even increasing convenience at the pumps, from 24-hour pumps that accept major credit cards to digital gas receipts emailed directly to you. Find more information at CVACoop.com. With CVA, the key word is convenience. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
South Gray calling the timeout. The ball in their possession. It will be Hanover down by 12. Matched up to the man-to-man, trying to make a come-from-behind win here to take a back-to-back state championship. They won it against the same team last year. South Gray chipped away, and Pete Peters may be cleared for takeoff again. Slams it home, and the lead is down to 10. His second chunk of the game. This one cuts the lead to 10. Now with 5 minutes left to go. And now the full court pressure coming from Hanover. The crowd for the Wildcats up and starting to feel it a little bit. Askew in the backcourt with the dribble. He's been a little shaky with the basketball. Atkins out on him. 4:55 left in this game. Clifton Miller to the paint. Gilbert Peters to the lane. Takes it up. Misses, but a foul is called. If it's on Pete Peters, that will be his fourth. What a steal and takeaway in the run-out and the jam from Pete Peters a minute ago. It is on Peters, his fourth now for the Wildcats. And to the line will go Gilbert Peters. First charity on its way is up and missing. And he's missed 2 straight. He had been 3 of 3 at the strike. He has 18 points in the game. Hanover down by 10, but 4:49 still left. They've come from 18 down. And he misses badly on the second one. Rebound to Stahlbomber. Hit a huge three just moments ago. To Atkins, left wing beyond the arc. Flips to the corner for Bruna. Carter Bruna. Back out deep, Atkins. Atkins trying to dribble drive. Now Bruna. Gets the screen from Atkins. Takes it outside to Cohurst. 4.5 left in the game. Down by 10. Stahlbomber. Looks to the post. Now ball fakes a couple of times. Needs help. Hands it off to Carter Bruna. Bruna lobs it out to Cohurst. And he walks with the basketball. Hanover turns it back over. Still down by 10. 4:19 left here in the final quarter play. Carlos Emanuel back in. They'll get Pete Peters out with those 4 fouls. Protect him for at least a couple of minutes. Also, Brennan Zabatrisky back in the game. South Gray's basketball. Hanover down by 10. Gilbert Peters in the front court. Hands it outside to Austin Jantz. Jantz works it right side. Down to the wing right. Miller. Miller looking in low. Instead, out top it comes to Gilbert Peters. The 6'6" senior hands it away on the left side now to Jantz. Back out top, Askew. Now it's Miller to the post. Peters out top around left. Askew has it again. He is guarded by Bruna. Back out deep. Ball nearly taken away by Stahlbomber. Now loose. Picked back up by Davis. Wing right, Miller. Left alone. Doesn't take the three. We're down to 3:44 left. Hanover down by 10. Jantz and South Gray running some clock. Jantz down the lane. Hands it off to Davis. He'll take it in the paint. Shot up. No. Rebound. Peters tried to tip it. Couldn't get it. And now it's called for the foul. He tried to tip it. Then went back up over the top. And he's called for the foul on the bump. And that will be his fourth, I believe, no, third. He had 2 early and has not picked up another foul until just now, his third. But it is free throw chances with the clock stopped now for Hanover.
Exactly. And Southern Cloud had been 17 out of 18. We talked about maybe getting nervous. Then they stepped up last time and missed 2 in a row.
And the big guy, who had been perfect, Gilbert Peters, missing. Actually, his last 3 free throws he's tried. And now Dakin Stahlbomber gets that magical number inside 10. Hanover trails by 9. They were down by as many as 18. Second free throw on its way. Stahlbomber buries them both. He's 4 for 4 at the line. How about the junior stepping up big again today? He's now got 12 points in this game. And it's an 8-point contest with still 3:28 to go. And the ball taken away. Stahlbomber. And he gets it off to Emanuel. Now right back. Stahlbomber and Atkins tag teaming on a double-team steal. Out top is Bruna. Drives toward the lane, kicking the corner. Atkins puts the dribble down. We're down to 3:10 to go in the contest. Hanover trailing here, 56-48. Atkins to Stahlbomber in the corner. Bruna attacks. High archer, no. Rebound, weak side. Taken back by Bruna. Now he leans it up inside the lane and drops it in. Carter Bruna falling to the ground. Somehow lifts it up and puts it in over the front ring. And it's a 6-point ball game. 56-50. Hanover's Carter Bruna couldn't get the first to go, got his own rebound, and then went off of contact, falling to the ground, able to just muscle it up and get it off the rim, and good. Here's Gilbert Peters down court. He makes it and falling to the ground. What a shot by Peters. You got to give the big man credit. He took it strong, had the contact. He was falling to the ground much like Carter Bruna was on the other end, and he was able to lift it up off the glass and down. The foul on Carlos Emanuel, his second. Free throw up and in, and the lead back to 9. Hanover down 59-50. Down court quickly, Bruna. Stahlbomber takes the 3. Hit a big one here just moments ago. Atkins got to look for 3. Strong. Rebound. Stahlbomber tips it, has it back and up and in. Dakin Stahlbomber. Huge minutes in this fourth quarter. Huge points in this fourth quarter. And he cuts the lead. Back down to 7. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to Hanover Wildcat State Championship Basketball.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
South Gray's basketball. Hanover's cut the lead down to 7. 59-52. Near steal by Atkins. He does knock it out of bounds. South Gray's possession on the sideline. 59-52. Hanover down by 7. South Gray with the possession. Taking Stahlbomber. Just a would not let it not happen bucket the last time down. I mean, he fought to tip it. He fought to get it back. He fought to get it up off the glass. 2:22 left in the game. Fourth quarter, 2:20 now. South Gray working clock. Left it goes to Jantz. Down by 7. Hanover electing to play solid man-to-man, see if they can get a steal. They've had a couple. Now it's Clifton Miller out top. Carter Burnett his face. Jump pass off to Jantz. Down to 2 minutes to go. Right side wing is Gilbert Peters, the big guy, and he loses it out of bounds. Tried to spin move toward the paint. Lost it off his foot, and Hanover has it back, down by 7. Carter Bruno will let it roll down the court before touching it. Allow a couple of extra seconds. Bruno to the front court. Right baseline, Savitrisky to the high post. Stahlbomber pulls the trigger. He is on fire! Deacon Stahlbomber has 16 now, and he's cut the lead to 5. 1:40 left to go. Double team down court. To Miller, their leading scorer, who has 19 in the game. 1:33 left. Miller with Bruno on him, and a foul's going to be called. It'll be a 1-and-1 chance. No direction. This will be a double bonus the rest of the way now for South Gray.
That's not the guy you want to foul. Although I'm not sure who the guy is they want to foul.
Gilbert Peters finally did miss a couple here a moment ago, but 8 for 8 at the line for Miller. First free throw is strong. He misses his first charity of the game.
He was how many? 8 of 8 before that.
59-54, Hanover down by 5. Miller, the second free throw up, and this one is good. He has 20. Hanover down by 6. 90 seconds left to go. Bruna down court. Outside, works to the left to Atkins. Well beyond the arc, it's a screen from Bruna. Now between the circles. Right side wing is Zavitrisky. Zavitrisky to Atkins. Around left, Bruna. Dribble penetrates to the lane. Turns, spins. Takes it, no. Rebound comes off to Jantz of South Gray. Nearly taken away by Zavitrisky. Now it's Miller in the backcourt. Jump pass down the floor to Askew. In the front court with the dribble. Stops, gets rid of it to Jantz. 1 minute left in the game. Hanover down by 6. Jantz with the dribble. Hanover's got to stop the clock at some point. Now it's Miller who will go to the line and reach in foul on Savitrisky. And Miller will get 2 free throws. He is 9 of 10 from the stripes in the game. 52.9 seconds left. Hanover trails by 6. The first free throw on its way, and good. And now a 3-possession game with 52.9 remaining. 61-54. The second free throw from the 6-foot junior. Made the first. Second one is also in. He has 22 to lead all scorers. Hanover down 8 with the basketball. Bruna out top, right on the wing. Stahlbomber fakes the 3. Now dribble attacks. Ball tipped. He gets it back. Puts it up off glass. No. Rebound battled for. And he comes to South Gray. Miller in the backcourt spins from one defender. Now to Jantz. They've got a foul. Hanover's got a foul in the backcourt. And Zavitrisky will. It'll be Austin Jantz to the free throw line to shoot 2. 32 seconds left. Hanover trails by 8. To the stripe is Jans. 32 seconds remaining. 6-foot junior. First free throw attempt of the game, and he buries it. He now has 9 points in the contest, or 8 points in the contest. One more free throw coming. Hanover trails by 9. They were down 14 to begin the quarter. Missed free throw. The rebound off, though, to Gilbert Peters of South Gray. Now Steve near the timeline. The foul late will be called on Zabatrisky, and that'll put Austin Jans at the free throw line. Just hit one of two. Now steps back up to the stripe, and Hanover's run here about to run out of time. While they have put one heck of a come-from-behind effort together. They cut it down to 4 at one time after trailing by as many as 18. Down 14 going to the fourth quarter. But now the lead back to 10. And Jans hits those free throws. Hanover with the basketball down by 11. Thomas Atkins brings it up the floor. 20 seconds left. Long three, no good. Rebound to Askew. Askew will lob it down the court. Davis on the right sideline down to 13. And South Gray is going to win their fourth state championship in their program's history. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. Hanover will not foul. Gilbert Peters will dribble out the clock. And your final, South Gray wins it 65-54 over the Hanover Wildcats. Stay with us. We'll bring you back with your post game coming up in just a moment.
A lot of truck drivers and farmers out there are pretty darn good mechanics in their own right. But I'll bet sometimes you just don't have the time on your hands to tear into that engine. So why not let us do it for you? TSI Kansas is a full-service diesel repair facility located at 612 West Court Street in Clay Center. TSI Kansas is here for you.
Do you consistently have problems with your home Wi-Fi connection? Let Blue Valley Telecommunications help with our Managed Wi-Fi program. With Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi, technicians will provide you with a robust router, identify the best location for your router, and help configure all your devices to have the best experience possible. If your router malfunctions, we'll even replace it for free. Plus, we offer 24/7 technical support to manage and update your router, all for a small monthly charge. To learn more about Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi program, visit our website at bluevalley.net or call us today.
It's that time of year when things get green and you get excited about your yard and garden. Wall Street Value has lawn equipment rentals like tillers, power rakes, overseeders, and more to help make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. We have a full line of bug control, granules, fertilizers, weed killers, and crabgrass preventers to keep your yard full of grass and empty of dandelion and grubs. Got a sprinkler system? We've got repair parts for those. Stop in at Wall Street Value at 423 Lincoln Avenue, open 7 days a week for you.
Place your order now for next spring's crops and save a bundle. Count on Crop Production Services of Clay Center for the best quality corn and soybean seed. Their proven brands include DeKalb, Asgrow, Dynagro, Producers Hybrids, and LG. If you order now, you can take advantage of early cash and volume discounts, and they also have financing available. The agronomists at CPS stay current on the ever-changing field of seed technology, so they can provide well-informed advice to help increase your productivity.
Hanover Wildcats accepting their runner-up medals here at the state championships, and you can tell by the looks on their faces that's a championship team. They're not happy with second, but what a season, 22-2. They finished second in the state of Kansas after winning it all last year in 1A Division I.
Well, and such an exciting game last night. So much energy used physically and mentally, and then they find themselves down 18 in the second half, and they stormed back, got it down to 4, and you got to give the other team credit because they could have folded their tent. They were 25-0, probably not used to being under that pressure, and they didn't. They held on to basketball. They made most of the free throws and kept Hanover at arm's length. Made plays when they had to, didn't they? Yeah, right. They found a way to get it done, and South Gray is going to be your 1A Division I state champion. A terrific season for this Hanover Wildcat team once again. State ranked throughout. They finished the season 22-2.
and a runner-up second place medal handed to each player, and they'll have the 1A Division I second place runner-up plaque they'll take back to Hanover High School again. 65-54 is your final. In the ball game, it would be a 20-point performance. Correction, Clifton Miller 24 leagues away, 23 from Gilbert Peters in this contest. Peters finished the game. I had him 12 or 13 of 14. I think it's the free throw side. But that's 11 of 12 from the strike. 23 of 28 for South Gray this ball game. Hanover 12 of 16. Yeah. So, I mean, it was a solid performance. Hanover struggled a bit from the field. Actually, both teams 19 of 44 from the field overall. South Gray didn't shoot but 1 3-pointer in the second half. Hanover did get something going, but 4 of 17 from beyond the arc. They were out-rebounded. This is a number that will stick in their side, 38-19. That's the one I saw. And how tall is Gilbert? 6'6". 6'6", yeah. I mean, he's a load in there. Yeah. He had 13 rebounds of his own, and that's, that's pretty big. That's pretty much the difference in the game right there. That's extra possession. 23 points, 13 rebounds. South Gray with that state championship as they are handing out their medals now to their team. Hanover, a runner-up here. The Wildcats were led by Dakin Stahlbommer, 16 points. And how about Stahlbommer, the three-pointer to tie it last night in regulation, and he steps up here, got it back within 4, made a couple of big plays, including that three there late in the fourth quarter. He will finish with 16, 11 for Carter Bruna. What a tournament for him, double-digit feats tonight. 10 points for Thomas Atkins. Another great ball game. They get 10 from, or let me correct that, 10 from Thomas Atkins and 6 apiece from Pete Peters and Carlos Emanuel. A three-pointer from Kevin Diedrich. Brendan Zabatrisky with 2 in this ball game as well, as the Wildcats do come up short. Wildcats were led on the boards by Carter Bruna's 5 rebounds. They got 4 apiece from Brendan Zabatrisky and Pete Peters in the ball game, but they do come up short in the 65-54 ball game. Seniors on this team, they tasted a state championship last year. They almost got it done back-to-back. They will finish a runner-up here in this senior year, but good ones. Brendan Zabatrisky, Kevin Diedrich, Brian Lupin, and Carlos Emanuel. Congratulations on the accomplishments you have attained. Earlier, the Lady Wildcats did win it 48-28 to go back-to-back in the 1A Division I girls state championships. That's going to wrap it up here for our state tournament of the week. Congratulations to the KCLY team. Axtell Lady Eagles, a 4th-place finish. Marysville Bulldog girls, a 4th-place finish. The Valley Heights Lady Mustangs are runner-up in 2A. The Hanover boys are runner-up here in 1A Division I, and the Hanover Lady Wildcats state champions for the 2nd straight season. For our studio engineer, Bernie Vancilla, for Walt Wallace, thanks for making the road trip with us. This is Rocky Downing telling you